Welcome to my YouTube channel. I can't believe I'm here saying this today. I never thought I would find the courage to finally start YouTube. I got so many requests, start a YouTube channel, and finally I'm here. I posted a Q&A about a month ago and I'm just getting to answer all these questions now and film this video. You know, mom life, I've been super busy. But yeah, I narrowed down the questions because I got so many, but I'm gonna answer what I can. And yeah, like this video, share it, comment, subscribe to my channel, and yeah. Okay, so I have all the questions here and I'm just gonna answer as many as I can. All right, so the first question is, how did you guys come up with her name? Okay, so we took forever to come up with a name for her, like forever. We didn't want anything that was too long. We didn't want anything that wasn't unique, and we just wanted something that had a really good meaning behind it. So we stumbled across the name Isla and we literally fell in love with it immediately. And yeah, I'm really happy we chose that name. It describes her perfectly. It's just such a beautiful name. Second question, where did your water break? I did not get to experience what it's like to feel my water breaking. I had to be induced, so I don't know what it's like to feel your water breaking and being rushed to the hospital. I really wanted to experience that, but I didn't, so that sucks. Baby number 2 or not as yet? No, not for now at least. What was the pain like? 1 being meh, 10 being like the world was gonna end. Oh my god, the pain was so bad. Okay, so contractions, obviously I mentally prepared myself before going in that, I mean, it was not gonna be a walk in the park. I knew that, right? So I'd say the contractions were a good 10. You know what I mean? It was a good 10, especially as time progressed. It was a good 10. I did a C-section, so I don't know what the pain was like pushing out a baby or anything. Of course, you know, I don't know what that's like because I was under anesthesia, but the healing process was the worst part of it. I think the healing was so bad. The healing was a good 20, I'd say, out of 10. It was so bad, and I don't know if I experienced the pain worse than other people, but everybody that I spoke to went through similar pains as I did, healing from a C-section. It was very bad. So yeah. Okay, so next question, natural or epidural? Well, with a C-section you're under anesthesia, so naturally I didn't have a natural delivery. So yeah. How did you find out you were pregnant? Okay, so this is a funny story. My friend told me she was pregnant, and I remember the day we were freaking out. We're like, what? Oh my gosh. You know, like we were so happy, and I was telling her, I was like, you know what's so funny? I've been feeling very tired and a bit nauseous. So I remember my boyfriend and I went to the store, I think the day after, and we bought 3 tests, and one of them I took the same time and it was a bit faint. So we're like, oh, probably that's just like nothing. And then the next day in the morning I took the other test, and I remember the line was a bit darker, so I was like, okay. Then in the night I took the 3rd test, and yep, it was 2 strong lines on it. So I was like, okay, I think we're pregnant, babe. Did you tear? I'm so afraid of that. Okay, so no, I didn't tear because, as I said, I had a C-section, but I know of several people who did tear, and I mean, I've heard a lot of horror stories. Some people told me it was so bad, so painful, and some people told me that in the moment, naturally, you don't feel it. So yeah, what I'd tell you is probably you can opt for an epidural. So if you do that, you probably won't feel it as much, at least, but probably in the moment you wouldn't even realize that you tore because you're already like in the moment and you've seen your baby and everything, so probably you won't even feel it. Okay, so next question, what advice would you give to new moms? Okay, so advice I'd give to new moms, I'd tell you that you and your spouse definitely should mentally prepare yourselves. You know, like, it's not gonna be a walk in the park. Whoever says it is lying. It's not a walk in the park at all. You're gonna have sleepless nights, you're gonna be stressed out, but I believe once you mentally prepare yourselves, you're gonna get through it. You get me? It's very fulfilling and you're gonna love it, but it's not gonna be easy. So just mentally prepare yourself, you know. You're gonna have sleepless nights. You're not gonna be sleeping a 7-hour night anymore. You're gonna be stressed out, but if you mentally prepare yourself, I feel like you won't even necessarily go through postpartum depression, because you're already knowing that you're gonna experience all of this. You get me? So yeah. What was the hardest part of this journey? I'd say the hardest parts of this journey, definitely the sleepless nights. As I said before, the sleepless nights, that was a task. That was not easy. Do not expect to get any rest for at least the first 2 weeks. Do not expect to sleep. You're not gonna sleep, okay? So yeah. And also I think breastfeeding was so difficult for me. You know, I just got the hang of it, but it wasn't easy in the beginning at all. It just wasn't easy. And and another thing, I had this thing that I was always so worried as to if I'm doing everything correctly, if I'm doing everything perfectly. And I remember my boyfriend would tell me, he'd be like, I need to just relax and just understand that it's just not gonna be perfect like you expect it to. You're not gonna be perfect at it in the beginning, but you're gonna get the hang of it, and that's what's important. But don't expect to be perfect. Just do what you can, and that's just very important. Okay, next question. How was the overall experience? Oh my god, I had such a good pregnancy. I really loved it. It was so smooth. It was so happy. You know, I ate everything I wanted to. I did not worry about what I was eating. Let me tell you, eat what you want and just enjoy it, okay? Just enjoy it. It was just really good. You know, like, I had no issues, nothing like that. It was the smoothest pregnancy ever. How do you stay so fine after pregnancy? Okay, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. Next question. Did you have any postpartum hair loss? That's my biggest fear. Oh my gosh, I hope I don't. But I haven't as yet, and I hope I won't. Some advice that I got from several people, they told me to continue taking your prenatals after your pregnancy, and that's what I've been doing. So I hope that helps, but I really hope I don't get any postpartum hair loss. Okay. What were the most painful parts of labor? I'd say the contractions. Of course, I didn't feel anything during labor because I was completely asleep, but definitely contractions. They were horrible. They were so bad. Yeah, they were really bad. What were some side effects you experienced during pregnancy? Okay, I got really bad morning sickness in the beginning, in the first trimester. I had really bad heartburn. It was so bad. Nothing helped me. Tums didn't help me, and nothing helped me. And what else? Oh, I had really bad swelling in my ankles and my hands. Really, really bad. But I think that was about it. I don't think anything else, to be honest. Next question. How painful was labor? Very... Labor is very painful. I mean, we all know that when we're going into labor. So mentally prepare yourself for that. It's very painful. I mean, I felt the contractions and everything. It was very bad, but I didn't really feel the experience of pushing out a baby, as I said, but I know like the contractions are very bad. How do you stay confident after giving birth? Okay, you're not gonna be 100% confident, of course, right after giving birth, because naturally there's so many changes that's going on with your body. But it's really important to have a supportive partner that makes you feel very good about yourself. So I was blessed with that. But you're not gonna 100% feel good about yourself immediately after, you know. You just have to try. I can't say you will, because that's just make believe. You just won't. But just try your hardest, you know. How did you tell your parents that you were pregnant? I just texted them and told them. Of course, I was scared at first. I waited a little to tell them, but you know, I told my mom first, and then I told my dad a few months after. And yeah, everyone was happy. I mean, everyone was shocked, but of course, happy. Next question. How did you feel when you found out you were pregnant? I was happy. We were both happy. You know, we were surprised at first. You know, it was a shock because, of course, we didn't expect it, but we were both very happy. What were your biggest cravings during pregnancy? I didn't really have any cravings, funny enough. I think just sweets. But I always love sweets, so I don't think pregnancy really caused that. You know, I just was always eating throughout the clock. I remember at one point I was ordering food from somewhere and they were taking forever and I started crying. It was that bad. Next question. Did you break out a lot during your pregnancy? A lot of people say that they experienced this. No, actually I didn't. I don't think I got any breakouts during my pregnancy. Probably like a pimple here and there, but I didn't really break out like that, to be honest. What's a 12-hour labor like? Did you take anything to ease the pain? A 12-hour labor is not easy. It's not a walk in the park. But no, I did not take anything to ease the pain. Probably if I was if I was having a natural delivery, I would have probably gotten an epidural. But seeing as though I had a C-section, there were no pain meds involved because naturally I was asleep, apart from the meds they give you after your C-section. So no. How do you get rid of pregnancy stretch marks? You do not. You're gonna have stretch marks. I knew that to expect stretch marks, you know. You can use all the stretch mark cream in the world, but you're gonna get stretch marks somehow, somewhere, you know. So yeah, I knew I was gonna get stretch marks. I expected that. Next question. Were you afraid of labor? Yes, I was. I was very afraid. I mean, the day of, in the morning, I wasn't so afraid, but the night before, I felt sick. Like, I was just so afraid. I was so scared. But I mean, I can't say it wasn't bad because it wasn't easy, but it's not that bad. What's the pregnancy process like as it relates to doctor visits, etc.? Also, how painful it is. Well, I spoke about the pain already, but as it relates to doctor visits, just know you're gonna have routine doctor visits very often. In the beginning, it's every month, every single month, and then in the end, it's every 2 weeks, and then every week. So yeah, just expect a lot of doctor visits. Describe what motherhood is like to us. Oh my God, I love being a mom. I love being a mom. I love looking at my daughter every single minute of the day and just embracing motherhood. I just love being a mother. It's so fulfilling. It's just such a good feeling being somebody's mom, you know. I don't even know how to explain it. I can't explain it till you experience it for yourself and see, but it's a very fulfilling feeling. Were you anticipating to have a baby at your age? To be honest, no. I mean, I always thought that it would happen possibly when I was like 25 or so. So I mean, I'm not far from that. I'm 24, but I wouldn't say I was anticipating it at my exact age. Okay, next question. What was the main thing during pregnancy that most people don't tell you? I mean, everybody pretty much prepped me about everything I need to know, to be honest. I think the main thing though that people don't really tell you is just not to be hard on yourself, you know. Like, that's the main thing people don't really tell you, because every mom, I feel like, is always just hard on themselves. So I feel like that's the main thing people don't tell you. What was your postpartum recovery like? Oh my god, my postpartum recovery was not easy. But as I said earlier, it's super important to have a supportive partner, especially after having a C-section, because you're gonna be on bed rest for a pretty long time. I mean, it's different for different people, but I had to be on bed rest for a while because I was still in so much pain and I hadn't fully healed. So you need to have a supportive boyfriend, especially in a scenario like that, to help you with the baby, to help you out, because you're almost completely immobile after a C-section in some cases. So just make sure you have a strong support system. Okay, next question. How have you and your partner dealt with pregnancy symptoms, mood swings, etc.? Oh my god, make sure your partner knows how to put up with your mood swings. Okay, you're gonna have mood swings, especially when you have your cravings. You're gonna have mood swings. So I mean, to the men out there, just just give her what she wants when she has her mood swings. That's just very important. And just know how to block her out if she's just being overly moody.